Just all I wanted to find out from you is still the follow-up. It says you allow me. So the follow-up is whether you would advise the Chief of Defense Staff, who normally would deploy on behalf of the Commander-in-Chief, soldiers to a polling station in the future elections.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Under normal circumstances, it's a no, 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 no. But you see, in doing risk analysis, you cannot sit here and jump to that conclusion. What if terrorists have attacked a polling station? What do you do? So it will be based on the risk assessment and the advice that will be given. And this is why the National Election Security Task Force, with the help of Parliament, must be given strong legal backing. So that the rules of engagement, very, very clear, delineated, actions to be taken, and who gives the command and who should not give the command. So once we get all these ironed out, I believe that it will not even be me providing that advice. Because on the day of election, I'm likely to be somewhere campaigning or ensuring that people are voting. And that is why I should not be the person who is even at that point giving a policy direction that soldiers should go to the polling station. Once we get the National Election Security Task Force clearly before us, and Parliament has a good bite at it, very deep bite at it, I believe that we will be able to address most of these challenges that we have had with the use of the military.
Mr. Chairman,
your last question.
Yes, last question. Mr. Chairman, first of all, the nominee has assured this House that he would follow the laid down requirements of the Ghana Armed Forces when it comes to recruitment and enlistment into the armed forces so that we can keep the sanity within the armed forces. So I want to thank him for that. And I would hold him through the committee, whoever will be the chair of the committee on government assurance, we will hold you responsible for that statement because we'll follow to ensure that it has happened. But there is a constitutional with it. There is a constitutional, if you don't follow, it's your own job. Because you were supposed to keep me in check. If you didn't keep me in check, that's your own cup of tea. But Mr. Chairman,
please address the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, there is a constitutional provision I want you to give meaning to and to ensure that it happens. And that constitutional provision is regional balance. I didn't say tribal balance, I said regional balance. I want to find out from you how you would ensure that in the enlistment and in the recruitment of the men and women into the armed forces, and by stretch all security agencies, there is regional balance.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To be brief, I'm a student of equity, and we will ensure that all the principles of equity are applied to the procedures that the recruitment process follows. For instance, if somebody is in the Upper West region and the person is going to be enlisted or recruited, how does the person go through medicals? If somebody is in the Upper East region, same. If somebody is in Accra, obviously that person will have a certain advantage because 37 is just right here. And so we will look at all the equity principles and ensure that regional balance is attained.
Thank you very much. In the absence of any follow-up, I will proceed to give the floor to Honorable Peter Lanchini. Honourable members, let me place on record that he is the fourth person to ask the question, and I've admitted questions from them in line with Standing Order 2172, which allows chairperson, ranking members, and 2 other members of the relevant subject matter, standing or select committee, persons nominated by persons to join the appointment committee in vetting persons nominated by the president. So they are the subject matter committee members. You may proceed to ask your question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Minister designate, congratulations. You know as well as I do that when you are dealing with military, you are dealing with precision. And I do not doubt your meticulous nature and the fact that you must be trusted by the state. So once again, I say congratulations for this nomination. The Ghana Armed Forces has a very impressive image across the world. If this committee gives you the nod and you are finally sworn in as a Minister of Defense, you will love to protect this impressive image. How are you going to deal with impersonations in the system?
Thank you very much. We will rely heavily on DI, Defense Intelligence, to assist us. Of course, collaboration between the police and DI will also be very, very important. And then, as part of efforts to improve military-civil relations, we will enhance the receipt of feedback from the populace, such that if someone is suspicious of an individual who is portraying him or herself as a soldier, in real time, the person can launch a complaint and we address it. And when these are addressed, the aftermath of it, the punishment given legitimately and legally given, will also be made public to deter others who may want to go on the same path. And we believe that once DI heightens attention on impersonation, and the police also assist in this, and then we make the processes very transparent and the punishment thereof also obvious to citizens, people are going to be advised. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, my second question. I'm sure during the briefing you have heard of defense advisors. Our defense advisors carry very high our national flag, including the flag of the Ghana Armed Forces. And over the years that I've been in Parliament, at least for the past 4 years, the story has not been encouraging at all. Their conditions of service is nothing to write home about. And I'm sure they are very excited to find Dr. Omane Boamah as the minister designate. She do get a nod. Look into the camera and tell them, what will you do for defense advisors who are struggling all over the world? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, the defense advisors play critical roles in the countries where we deploy them. And they work very closely with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And so it will be a collaborative effort, of course, with the Ministry of Finance also ensuring that they are assisted as much as they should. Their challenges range from accommodation all the way sometimes even to the daily subsistence allowance that they would have to be given. When you demotivate them, and some of them are even generals, when you demotivate them like this, you do not expect morale to be high for them to do the kind of defense diplomacy that they should be doing. Not too long ago, I was talking about the right equipment to assist our peace support operations. Defense advisors, defense attaches in very critical countries can even work to let us have access to aid that we may never